Ladies and gentlemen, if you're over 60 and you've ever been jolted awake at 3 a.m. by a searing pain in your leg, like your muscle was being twisted from the inside out, you are not alone. You've likely tried everything: stretching, pickle juice, warm baths, painkillers, even prescription muscle relaxants. And yet the cramps keep returning, night after night, stealing your rest, your strength, and your independence. But what if I told you that the key to stopping these painful spasms and restoring the powerful legs you once had could be as simple as correcting one missing vitamin? What if you discovered that the very thing causing your pain was hiding in plain sight, ignored by most doctors, overlooked by pharmaceutical companies, and buried beneath piles of medical jargon? For decades, seniors have been given pills and patches, told to just deal with it, as if leg cramps and weakness are an unavoidable part of aging. But that's a lie, a dangerous one, because there are three nutrients, three simple, affordable, and scientifically validated vitamins that have been shown to not only reduce the frequency of leg cramps, but to actually rebuild muscle strength, mobility, and balance. The kind of strength that lets you climb stairs without holding the railing. The kind that lets you get up from a chair without pushing off with your hands. The kind that makes you feel like you're 40 again, even at 70 or 80. Let's begin with the most underestimated powerhouse of them all, vitamin D. For years, most people thought vitamin D was just for bone health, but groundbreaking research now shows it plays a far more critical role in muscle function than we ever imagined. When sunlight hits your skin, it kickstarts the production of vitamin D3, which then travels through your blood to every muscle fiber in your legs. But here's the key: your muscles have tiny receptors that are like locks. Vitamin D is the key that opens those locks and tells your muscles it's time to work. Without enough of it, your muscles can't contract or relax properly, and that's when the cramps begin. In a 2-year study from the University of Zurich, seniors with low vitamin D levels had leg cramps 3 times more often than those with healthy levels. But when they were given just 2,000 IU of vitamin D daily, cramp frequency dropped by 68% in 8 weeks. That's not a mild improvement, that's life-changing. And it doesn't stop there. Vitamin D also activates genes that help your body build new muscle tissue, meaning it doesn't just stop cramps, it helps you rebuild strength from the inside out. Seniors with healthy vitamin D levels have been shown to have up to 37% more leg strength than those who are deficient. But there's a catch. As we age, our skin produces up to 75% less vitamin D from the same amount of sunlight. That's why supplementation becomes essential. Most seniors need between 2,000 and 4,000 IU daily, ideally with a meal that includes healthy fats like avocado, salmon, or olive oil to enhance absorption. Real food sources include egg yolks, fatty fish, and fortified milk. But even with a good diet, most seniors can't get enough without help. Let me introduce you to Margaret. She's a 72-year-old retired school teacher from Minnesota who came to me desperate for relief. Her leg cramps were so bad, she couldn't sleep through the night. After testing her blood, we found her vitamin D levels were dangerously low. Within 6 weeks of taking 3,000 IU daily, her cramps dropped from nightly to once a week, and in 3 months they vanished. But here's the best part: she could now climb stairs again without using the handrail. For the first time in 2 years, she rejoined her morning walking group. That's the power of one vitamin, used properly. But vitamin D is just the beginning. The second key to restoring your leg strength is vitamin B12. While vitamin D feeds your muscles, B12 protects the electrical signals that control them. Think of your nerves like wires, and B12 as the insulation. Without enough of it, those wires short-circuit, causing cramps, numbness, and that awful pins and needles sensation that keeps you up at night. A massive study from Tufts University found that nearly 40% of adults over 60 have B12 levels low enough to cause neurological symptoms, and most don't even know it. Why? Because B12 deficiency builds slowly and silently until your legs feel like jelly. Here's the shocking part. Even seniors eating B12-rich foods like beef, salmon, and eggs can still be deficient. As we age, our stomachs produce less acid, which is needed to absorb B12. That's why the form of B12 matters. The best option? Methylcobalamin, the active form that bypasses digestion and gets to work immediately. Sublingual B12 tablets dissolve under your tongue and go straight into your bloodstream. Research shows that supplementing with just 1,000 micrograms daily can improve muscle function by 45% in as little as 12 weeks. And because it's water-soluble, any excess is safely flushed out by your body. One of my patients, Robert, age 68, described his legs as turning into noodles by the afternoon. He couldn't keep up with his wife during walks. His cramps got worse in the evening and his B12 was borderline. After starting on 1,000 micrograms of methylcobalamin daily, taken under his tongue, he saw massive improvements in 8 weeks. 6 months later, he was playing tennis again. His legs were back, and so was his confidence. And now, the most powerful cramp fighter of all, magnesium. This miracle mineral isn't technically a vitamin, but it deserves a place on this list. Why? Because without magnesium, your muscles can't relax. Literally. Every time your muscle contracts, calcium rushes in. But to release that contraction, to stop the cramp, you need magnesium to push calcium back out. Without it, calcium builds up and your muscles freeze in place, leaving you in agony. A landmark study on over 4,000 seniors found that those with low magnesium had 7.5 times more cramps than those with healthy levels. Even more astonishing, giving magnesium citrate supplements at just 400 milligrams daily decreased cramp frequency by 86% and improved leg strength by 58% in 6 months. That's not anecdotal, that's science. Magnesium also helps your body create ATP, the energy that powers every cell, and supports protein synthesis to rebuild muscle tissue. But there's a problem. Modern farming has stripped magnesium from the soil. Our food has 30 to 40% less magnesium than it did 50 years ago, and seniors absorb even less due to common medications and digestive changes. That's why supplementation is often necessary. The best forms? Magnesium citrate and magnesium glycinate. Citrate is well absorbed, glycinate is gentler on the stomach. Most seniors do best with 400 to 600 milligrams per day, ideally split into 2 doses, morning and evening. And here's a bonus. Magnesium taken at night also improves sleep, which further helps muscle recovery. Let me tell you about Eleanor. At 75, she suffered from severe nighttime cramps for 5 years. Her husband had to sleep in a different room because she thrashed in pain every night. After testing, we found her magnesium levels were low. She started taking 600 milligrams of magnesium glycinate daily, 200 milligrams with each meal. Within 2 weeks, the cramps softened. In 1 month, she had her first cramp-free night in years. And after 3 months, she could get up from her chair without using her arms and had even returned to gardening, her favorite hobby she'd given up long ago. Now here's the part most people miss. Vitamins alone aren't enough. If you're not moving your body the right way, you're leaving results on the table. So let me give you 5 simple daily habits that, when combined with these vitamins, create a transformational synergy that could rebuild your legs stronger than they've been in decades. Habit 1, eccentric loading. This means slowly lowering yourself into a chair, counting to 5 as you sit. This simple act strengthens muscles during the braking phase, which activates more muscle fibers than just standing up. Do this 5 times, 3 times a day, that's it. No gym, no sweat, just transformation. Habit 2, exercise timing. Your muscles are most responsive between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. That's your window. Take a walk, do chair squats, or practice gentle yoga. 3 short 10-minute walks are better than 1 long one. This is called exercise snacking, and it's incredibly effective. Habit 3, hydration timing. Drink 16 ounces of water 30 minutes before any leg activity. Not just any time, before activity. That's when muscles need hydration most to prevent cramping and support performance. Habit 4, barefoot time. Your feet contain thousands of nerve endings. Walking barefoot for 10 to 15 minutes daily, on grass, carpet, or sand, activates balance reflexes and improves strength from the ground up. And habit 5, temperature therapy. Alternate warm and cool water on your legs before bed. 30 seconds warm, 10 seconds cool for 5 minutes. This increases blood flow and trains your muscles to contract and relax rhythmically. It's an ancient technique used by elite athletes, and it works wonders for seniors. When you combine these 5 habits with proper vitamin supplementation, You're not just stopping cramps. You're rewiring your body for strength, balance, energy, and independence. You're giving yourself permission to thrive. So let me ask you, have you ever taken vitamins for leg cramps or muscle weakness? Did they work? Are you currently trying any of these habits? Share your thoughts, experiences, or even questions in the comments. We read and reply to everyone. And if this message helped you, please like the video, subscribe to the Seniors Hub, and share it with someone who needs this hope right now. Because the truth is, your best years don't have to be behind you. With the right tools like these 3 nutrients and 5 simple habits, you can wake up strong, walk proud, and live pain-free again. Not someday, today.